recording has started. Okay, so this training is entitled Keeping Your Business Out of the Woods. And it's important because I've gotten some word. Some people feel that their business is stagnated, they're not progress, things are down. I hear some people are not getting paid. This is how they put it. They are not getting paid. So we're doing this call. This is not part of the legacy training. This is just a different one. So this basically is to get the business out of the woods, or to keep it out of the woods. Okay, so let's go right away. Right. So when we say the woods, what do we mean by the woods? The woods, I'm sure all of you know about the woods. The woods is a dark place, nothing much happens. It's a place that you don't want to be by yourself alone. It's a place that you have fear. The woods is where your fears manifest. Fear of failure, fear of not being successful, fear of ridicule, fear of shame, fear of hunger, fear of being broke. It's where all the life fears are. Fear of poverty, fear of disease, fear of loss of love. All these things are there. This is where, in the darkest hour, when you are alone by yourself, all the negativities will start popping up. It's a place, it's a state, or a psychological place that you may find yourself during your business. And this, once again, applies to other things in life. It could be your university program you are doing. You are in that place, you are in the woods. Okay, it could be in the business enterprise that you are embarking on. You are in the woods. It could be even you're in a relationship where there's this fear that everything is falling apart. All right, then it can be quite lonely, and then it can be quite some skeletons chasing you. Sometimes people are just out to get you. Things are not working, and you feel like you are alone. You are dark. You are afraid. It can be that place. There are also pits. There are pits in the woods. Why you should stay out of the woods is that there are pits. People, when you are in business, sometimes people try to steal your dreams. Dream stealers will be there. There are traps and pits that you need to avoid. Some people can come along the way and then distract you. Come and say, you know what, stop this thing you're doing, stop this max business. I got something else for you. Those are pits you need to avoid. At the end of the day, I always keep saying that a lot of people have a lot of things out there. A lot of people can talk the talk, but only few walk the walk. People will come and sweet talk you. They'll give you fancy things that look good on paper, but the practicality of executing it is zero. People can promise you, they'll give you heaven and earth, but they can't even give you a piece of land. That's the thing. But sometimes some of us will make these mistakes because in the moment of fear, when we are in the woods, we lose our ability to reason logically, and therefore things that when you come out of the whole fear situation and you assess the choices you've made, you go like, how did I decide this way? What made me think this way? Because you were scared, you were desperate, you were anxious, and therefore you're not thinking. So at the end of the day, right, people will come to you, and they will not come to you when things are working well for you. They'll come to you when they know that you are desperate, you are hungry, you're in pain, and they'll come and console you and lead you into a pit. So just remember this, that and then whatever you're going to do in life, every great thing that you want to do, there'll be failures along the way. You can go back and look at the history of inventors. A famous one is Thomas Edison. It will work eventually, but it may not work on the first try. And if you're the one who gives up, even our own Professor Herbertina Gasawa had to work 25 years. 25 years. That's some of us our age. So when we were born, that's when he started working on the scene. So if you are not the kind of person who has that tenacity and that resilience to say, I'm going to follow through on something, I'm going to work at it until it comes to fruition, and then you will fall in a pit. So this is where I really want us to understand that great things take time to manifest. Great things take time, but eventually it will happen. So you need to be. Then there are predators in the woods. Okay, there are people who are just out there to prey, consume you. If you dream stealers, dream killers, people that are going to start talking your dreams, you talk your dreams, and then they'll say you have been brainwashed, you're talking crazy, you're not being realistic, you need to relax, you need to slow down in life. I mean, I've had people tell me these things from when the moment you wake up and say, I want to prosper, people will have a problem with it. You must understand. There are people out there who try and project their fears on you. There are people out there who wake up and say things like, as for me, I don't want much in life. They don't want much in life. They've already said it. And if you don't want much in life, all you get is nothing much. And so you have no business discussing your business with such people. They don't look like predators, but they will talk you out of your dreams. They'll say, why? What do you want all these things for? You know? But these are predators. Then they are the aggressive predators who will try to crush and say, oh, so you need to, they'll talk you out. People do not have the courage to pursue what they would like to get. You know, if you give them $1 million free cash with no attached, they will run at it. If you ask them to go and work to get it, they'll say, as for me, I don't want $1 million. They would like it. It's not that they don't want the $1 million. They don't want the work they have to do to get it. And so, but they will not say it. So there will be predators. And there are predators out there who are looking to steer you off your course. Some of these predators who are innocent, they really don't know what they are doing and don't know what you are doing. They will come and say, I got something better for you. Leave this and come. You understand? So you need to be careful, be mindful. And, you know, one interesting thing that I always find is that up until we came into the industry, up until Max International came 5 years ago, when the CEO said that he wants to change the face of network marketing, the typical image of a network marketer in a Ghanaian's mind was a hustler, somebody who hasn't got much education, who hasn't got a job. He carries a bag on his shoulder. He goes door to door with some products. They got toothbrush, toothpaste, slippers, nightgown. They got braziers. They got panties. They got caps. They got spoons. They got knives, and they are selling it to you. And if you say you won't buy this, they have that. They have doormats. They have doorbell. They have engine oil. They have spanner. They have screwdriver. Everything they have. That is what, of course, I'm making fun, but that's what the Ghanaian thought. And when I heard about network marketing before I joined Max International, I didn't know the industry, right? So people think that is what it is. Okay. So 5 years ago, the CEO said that he wants to change the face of network marketing. Network marketing is a profession, it's a career option for professionals. Okay, it's not something for those at the lowest ebb of society to engage in. It's something for everyone, something for professionals, something for students, something for those who are working, who want to have a little, you know, not a little, who want to have some income on the side, and then can potentially grow this income to the point where they are comfortable enough to break free and then have that lifestyle they want, where they can work from home, you know, and they can build a business and they can have the lifestyle. So and I always say this, that up 2014, you know, before 2014, we didn't have network marketers who were like, you know, like really, really out there showing people that this is the way you can do it. So eventually, 5 years down the line, it has been established. We've changed the face of network marketing. We've seen people enjoying successes, you know. We've seen people who have been able to do things, you know, in their lives. They've changed. You see transformation. You go back 5 years ago or 4 years ago or 2 years ago and you see it, right? And now people try, the predators come and say that we have something better, but show me the evidence. Where is the evidence? What have you done? Whose life have you transformed? All those people that you claim you've changed, where are they? We don't see them, right? So it's something that, but usually your predators will not come when things are okay. When they're going to come, they won't come for those who are doing well. They come for those who are suffering from a temporary defeat, all right? So life is not always going to be a straight line up. It's going to zigzag, up, down, up, down, up, down. The sun will rise, the sun will set, okay? So people will come at you in your down moments. Don't be a prey. Remember that people are out there looking out. They are watching you. They are watching you. So when they realize that you are down, then they come to you. So avoid predators. So let's see what's happening in the woods, okay? As at this present moment, those of you on this call, some of you are out of the woods and doing very well. Some of you are fighting to stay out of the wood, so it's not easy, and I respect you. Things are not panning out the way you thought it would. You know, things aren't going the way, but you are still there. You're holding your place. You are fighting to stay out of the woods. But some of us are on the way to the woods. of our inactivity, the fact that we are asleep, comfortable, not promoting our business, we are getting, or sniffing around looking for something else, we are on our way to the woods. And then some people are already in the woods and realize that Charlie, it's not easy here. They've been through the pits, the valleys, they've been beat by rain, them lions, tigers, snakes, serpents, scorpions, all chasing them. People too are hating them, and some people too are asleep in the woods. They have a comfortable bed and they are asleep. Okay, I didn't add this on here, but some people too have been buried in the woods. Those ones, we leave them alone. So my friends, we need to ask some questions before we can go on with this call. First of all, how did you end up in the woods? Okay, now I need to take a minute and just think about this right now. Take a minute and think about this. How did you end up in the woods? Okay, I mean, you were doing good before, or you've had some success. You've earned some. Why are you not growing? Why are we stagnant? Or why are we? I always believe in being self-assessment. If you can understand or recognize the reason why we are where we are, then we can solve it. Okay, some of us are in the woods because we stopped working. We had some success, okay, and we're talking about these things. Some of us are in the woods because we are not doing the business. People say that people are not getting paid. They don't say that they're not working, because when they say they're not getting paid, I get confused. I ask them, I don't understand. Is it that they've done the work but Max hasn't paid them their commissions? They say no. Is it that they've done the work, Max paid, but their banks chop the money? They say no. Then what's the problem? They're not getting paid. Why are they not getting paid? They are not working. So don't say people are not getting paid. Say they are not working, because this is not salary business. Nobody is an employee at Max International. Everybody is a business associate. You're a businessman. So you're a businessman, and then you have goods. Say you have a shop. Or let's say you have a restaurant, and then you bought all the ingredients. You bought your rice, your tomatoes, whatever. And you're not cooking and selling any meals. And then your chefs are there and they're complaining that we're not getting paid. We're not selling. You're not doing any business. You're not doing any business. So if you're in business and you don't do business, you don't get paid. So this is not a salary business. Okay? You are a business associate. You are paid based on commissions. So if you're not earning commissions, it means that you're not working. If you're working, you get paid. So people should stop saying we are not getting paid. Say we are not working. Okay? All right, then people will say that you are being unfair. We are working. It's just not happening. So it means that you're not being productive. You are doing something, but it's not tied to commissions. Whatever you are doing isn't ending in a transaction. So if you are paid a commission and you go and sit in a shop, don't tell your boss that I was at the shop all day, all week. I go to the shop at 6 a.m. I close at 12 midnight. I go back at 6 a.m. I close at. I'm working so hard. Meanwhile, there has been no sales. You've not sold anything in the shop. Come on, seriously? So then you complain that you're not getting paid. How should they pay you? There's no money coming in. So we need to change the way we frame, because the way you frame a problem is 90% the solution. It's like when you're giving one of those story things. Amma and Kojo drove here at this velocity. Calculate what you need to. Once you express the problem, you can solve it. You cannot express the problem, you can't solve it. So the problem is not that we are not getting paid. It's like we are not doing productive work. Okay, so some of us are working, but the work isn't ending up in any transaction. So that is one thing we need to understand before. If you can be humble enough and open-minded enough and understand this thing with me, and then we are on the way to getting out of the woods. Okay, so there are things that we need to ask. What do we need to change? What do we in our present situation? If you are struggling to stay out of the woods, if you are on your way to the woods, if you are already in the woods, what do we need to change? Some people must wake up. Some people who are asleep in the woods, they must wake up. Because if you are asleep in the woods, we can't carry you out. You must wake up and run for yourself. So you must wake up and prosper. Okay, what do we need to change? We need to change our attitude, mindset. There's so many things we need to change. We need to change our work ethics. We need to change how we see this business. And this is one thing that baffles me. Like, every time I can't understand it. You've been given an opportunity that can earn you 168,000 Ghana cedis team bonus. Somebody has done it. People are doing it. You see it happening around you. All right, but people don't seem to want it. The question is it worth it? Is 68,000 Ghana cedis every single month worth it. Some of us on this call, if your family were to hear that you actually are in a business that can pay you this much, and they believed it, they will be disappointed in the way you are behaving. They will be calling you, Charlie, are you on it? People, but the thing is that people do not believe. We don't believe it. We don't believe that we can make it. That's the number one. Because if you believe you can make it and you believe that it is true, I don't know what is stopping you from getting there. But so we need to change our belief. Our belief must change. We need to change our attitude. This is a business. Please, this is not a fan club. It is a business. Above all, it's a business. And people forget it's a business. You can show up, you can dress, you can swagger, put blogs and vlogs and post on Facebook, but at the end of the day, it is a business. And a business, we must do business. Your business is what? You must build a team, you must do sales. That is what it is. A serious work with serious pay. Okay, so if you can change, a lot of people see maths as a hobby, Me Too club. Are they inside some? Oh, I know this, I know that. We show up, we dress. People are doing motivational talks. All that is nice, but are you working? What kind of work are we talking about? Work that is tied to making income producing activities. Okay, that needs to change. So the thing is, are you yourself willing to change? Okay, and the whole thing is that in network marketing, right, you're going to build a team based on your network. You are going to have to attract people, not chase people. So you need to change. You need to be able to attract people. You need to be able to bring in people to the business. So you must evolve to become a better person so you can bring in better people, if I may say. Right. So then the question is, are you willing to change? Some of us are not willing to. People like, that's the way I am. Loud, I'm annoying, I have no mind, I'm not courteous, I'm rude, I'm unfriendly, I don't dress well, I talk anyhow, when I go to events, I frown my face and I stay glued to my phone all the time. I have self-esteem issues, I'm to change. Ladies and gentlemen, your income is a reflection of your growth. In a company, more income, everybody on this must do. People have to go and get some, other degrees, go and do a master's here. They need to start changing the way they do things. They attend some courses. Everybody here understands that to earn more, you must become more, right? So you need to upgrade yourself. And your professional growth reflects in the growth of your income. All right. So it's important, all of us. All right. So that willingness to change. So the old way or the new way. The old way or the new way is something that we must all think about. We need to evolve. Some people don't want to evolve. Some people do not want to evolve. Okay. And you either evolve or you dissolve. All right. So evolution is painful. To change from your past ways. Some of us, we've painted a certain image of ourselves. And therefore, we are not credible. And that is, credibility is important. Now, let me talk about credibility, right? So, credibility, in so many ways, is your ability to influence people, okay? Influence people. So, how credible are you? What's your influence? So, one of your key resources in network marketing is your credibility. This was something that, I probably wouldn't have said some years back, but it's your credibility. How credible are you? Because it's word of mouth. It's word of mouth. You're going to recommend a product or a business to someone, and they would take it based on your credibility. How credible are you? There are some people who struggle with this business because they're not credible or they have low credibility. Nobody trusts them. Now, credibility comes with both trust and respect. If people respect you, they tend to trust you. They go together. So, what is the people you are talking to? Do they trust you? Do they respect you? Respect can be given from up now. You can be older, but you can have a kid that you respect, or when you look at that chap among their peers, maybe all of us, we are all post-college, but maybe you can find a chap that you think the child is smart, you respect, okay? So likewise, older people can respect younger people and can trust younger people, right? Now, this is a question. How do you build credibility? Credibility is not something you build overnight. It's built over time. So credibility can be because of your engagement in social groups, how trustworthy you are. For example, if you are in a church choir, you are credible because one, you are competent, you can sing and play your role in the choir. Two, you always show up at the meetings. Three, you make meaningful contributions. You are resourceful. When you are given a task, you execute it to perfection. So you earn credibility and trust. Credibility can also be earned with regards to your profession. When you say, hello, nice to meet you. My name is so and so. I'm a lawyer. I'm with this firm. There, you establish your credibility. Or I am a lecturer. I'm a professor. I'm a medical doctor. I'm an engineer. Right? That's a professional credibility. And then there's some credibility that also comes with your age. When you are older, that you have that grace and maturity, and you speak and there's wisdom. People naturally just have credibility. You win people's trust, and there's credibility. But you see, there's one thing too that you can get in today's age, where we have your online credibility. Your online credibility, which is key, and it's something that young people can use. You see, to become credible online, it's important. In today's age, when I meet people and they say, "I'm an event planner, I work with this company," they are an event planner, they are into this. Or when you meet, say, a makeup artist, and they want to do your makeup, everybody wants to see proof of your past work. So basically, your CV in today's digital era is your social media account, right? There's a company that's organizing these awards, and they reached out to me. They didn't ask me to send them my CV. They said I should send them all my social media handles. They want my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my this, my that, if I have a website as well. So in today's era, you may not have to send your CV. You're not looking for a job, but you're looking for potential business partners, and they might check you out. Okay, depending on where they want to check you. But if you were, say, a makeup artist and you wanted to approach my wife to do her makeup, she asks you for your Instagram handle. She goes back to see the job you've done, the kind of people that you've worked on, right? And that is your CV right there. If you are an event planner and I'm hiring for, I want to come and plan my event for me or do my decor, I say I give you your Instagram handle. If you tell me you don't have one, I think it is such a basic thing that everybody, if you don't have one, then I don't know, it means that you're not documenting your work. I'll be uncomfortable doing business with you. So we need to build that online credibility, okay? But one other thing is that in-person credibility, I know people who are great in life, but when you see them online, not too great. And there are people too who are struggling in life, but when you see them online, you think they are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. Whatever it is, you can use online to your advantage. Having a business card also adds to your credibility, right? So when you have a business card, it's a thing that people recognize as means you are serious. You take your business, and then your appearance, your personal appearance, okay. So you need to evolve, and people take this business very lightly. When I'm going to offices to do one-on-one, and I have my products in a small case, in a small suitcase, that carry-on case that you carry on board the flight. Then I'm wearing my jacket. I mean, this is business jacket. I'm wearing my shoes. I've printed my glutathione, all the diseases that it's linked with. I have a couple of things in there, and I go and I'm presenting. All right. So you have to evolve the way you do business. Then also we have to build our resilience. Some of us are not resilient at all. We are not resilient. We are like broiler chicken. No resilience. No resilience. Little stress, and then we die off. You must build your resilience, my brother, because life is not going to be rosy. You share before success. You would go through the mill. Like storms will come. People will knock you off your feet, throw you off. You must build your resilience. Some resilience. We are like chickens, weak. People laugh at you small, you quit business. People laugh at you. People have laughed at me too. Now today, where are they? Come and laugh at me now, right? So you must be resilient. Know what you want. If you know what you want in this life, you don't let people talk you out and laugh at you. You must build your resilience. There will be rejection. My brother, there will be rejection. Not every you talk to join your business, but guess what? You don't need the whole world. You don't need the whole world to make money, you just need a few people who are correct. Come and bring a few to come and it multiplies. Remember that our business is a duplication business. You don't have to go and bring 1,000 people by yourself. Trust me, the number of people that you need to make money in this business is small. Or you need to have 4 strong leaders who are going to build with you and you can get to diamond. The problem is getting those 4. All right? But you must build your resilience. Some of us are not resilient. Little things will knock us off. You must build your psychological resilience. You must say that I am going to make it. I am going to persist. If you are not resilient, then the predators will catch you in the woods. People will pull you. There are people who are in the woods who are pulling us there. Some people are suffering, they are suffer. And they don't want you to enjoy your prosperity. They will lure you to come into the woods and they will promise you heaven. When you get there, realize that you are in the woods. You must build your resilience. Your success will come, but your success will not come easy. It will not, you have to face it, okay? So some of us are weak. How do you build your resilience? You must empower yourself. You must get soaked with motivation. Go to YouTube, follow Les Brown, follow the people who are motivated, fearless motivation, okay? Log on to entrepreneurial sites. You must understand. Try and learn about the business world. It is not easy. It's not easy. Companies are going broke. There are entrepreneurs right now who are borrowing money to pay their workers. I know companies that are folding. I know people who have business and it's not easy. Go and talk to them. Some of us, we don't know anything. You don't even know how business is. If you understand how rough it is out there in the world, you appreciate how great it is here with what we have at Max International, right? Build your resilience. Read books. Exercise your mental muscles. Understand that things will be tough and eventually get there. Realize that things take time. Understand that you not give up. Build your resilience. Read books empower you. And one way to build your resilience is that you must also take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Exercise. Because everybody cannot keep a strong mind. Your body must be strong. Hydrate yourself. Drink water. Take the product. Some of us don't take the products. We don't take the products. Take the products. Have that mental focus and clarity so you can focus on your goals. And there's one thing that I realized that when I came to Mass, there were associates who were taking the products and those who were not taking the products. Now, yesterday, I sat with a client, okay, and it's my prospect. And my prospect wanted to buy a product. He looked me in the eye, and there's somebody who, he looked me in the eye, looked into my soul, and he asked me, so do you take your products? And I said, I looked him fair and square. I said, I take my products every day. And so I said, I take the products every day. I've taken my products. And I said, my wife takes her Omega Max 357. She takes it. And then he could tell I was telling the truth. Some of us, our prospects are looking at us in the eye and they can read you. And when they say, so do you take the products? You look away, you blink 3 times, and then you say, and then some muscles on your face are twitching because you are lying. And you say, I do. And they know you're lying. That is where you lose the sale. And they say, I'll get back to you. And you call them and they're not picking your call. You don't understand why. Because they realize that you yourself, you're not taking the product. Build your resilience. So I said something about those who take the products tend to do well in the business. Because there's this personal conviction, there's this energy, there's this magnetism that you pour out when you talk to someone, that you know what you're talking about. It's not Dr. Wiredu's testimony, it's not Dr. Sari's testimony, it's not your uplines, it's your own personal, all right? And if you are not giving the product to your parents, maybe it's time you put your and listen to what they are saying, okay? So that's how you build your resilience, build your physical stamina, your mental stamina, your psychological, your emotional stamina. Build your resilience. How resilient are you? It's important. And this is something that you need everywhere you are going. Sometimes, even in the examination room, sometimes when you have a long exam, 3-hour paper, 2-hour paper, at a point in time, you start breaking down. I hope you guys realize it. I mean, medical school, after you start at the paper for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, you start breaking down. You start losing your resilience. You want to give up. But you have to keep fighting. You have to keep fighting. So you build your resilience. One way to build your resilience is try jogging. Give yourself a target. You're going to run, say, 2 kilometers. And before the 2 kilometers will be up, you want to give up. That is how you build your resilience. Build your resilience, my brother, so that you will stay the course. Because if you are weak, you will drop dead along the way. And the vultures will come for you. And they will eat your flesh, okay? Understand that success equals effort times time in the system. Success equals effort over time in a system. This is one of the most this one of the most important equations that changed my life. You see, your success equals to effort over time in a system. Now the question is that some systems are designed that success, financial success, if you apply all the efforts in the world over time, you won't get it. I'm not going to mention this system, but some systems, no, you can work there 25 years, you will not get the level of success. But then again, what is your level of success? That's the thing. So maybe your level of success is different from my level of success. Your level of success is to earn 10,000 Ghana cedis a month for the rest of your life. Okay, that's fine. Yours is 2,000 Ghana cedis a month for the next 10 years. Fine. But when we say true financial success, when I say success, you see, success financially, we are hoping that to become a millionaire. Okay, you need to apply efforts over time in a system. Now, the question we need to ask, first of all, let's not even talk about effort and time. Let's talk about the system. The system you are looking at, that system, is it designed to make people rich? How would you know that the system is designed to make people rich? Look at those who have been in the system over time, who have applied efforts. So people have been working for the past 30 years. They have retired. They've worked in a system for the past 30 years. They have retired, or 36 years. And there's a time, and they applied tremendous effort. They were breaking their back. They gave their blood. They gave their soul. They gave their. Are they successful? If they are not, you are in the wrong system. Unless, of course, you don't want to be successful. So, my friends, you see, what I'm trying to say is that you have to quickly understand. And people don't take these things seriously until it's too late. Until all the time is gone. Don't let 30 years come and whine and cry and complain. Oh, had I known, should have done this, could have done that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, one day, we're all going to get long life. You're going to sit down in a chair. You're going to have your children and your grandchildren around you, and you look at them before you depart, and you smile and be fulfilled and be content, or you're going to look at them and say, shit, because of what you've done to them. And you realize that your decisions over the course of your lifetime could have affected them in a different way, right? So that system, why I say keep your mark system, is that this system is such a system that when you apply the effort over the time, you will get the financial success. I'm a living proof. So many diamonds are living proofs. In Nigeria, they are living proofs. People are doing well. The rate at which people advance in life because of the income they earn and how fast they make this income and build the income up in network marketing, in Marketing International, is so fast that over a short period of time, you can move from grass to grace. So look at me. 5 years ago, I was broke. I had nothing in my account. Today, it's incredible. So I'm saying that use this system. But you see, it is not just about time. It's not about when you came. If you are in a system and you're doing nothing happens, because this is a reward-based system. You work, effort-based system, reward-based system. You work and you are paid. So the question is, what effort are you applying? It's not showing up for every training, being on every call, giving heartbeats on a WhatsApp group, doing max mornings. No, that is not it. It's the work you are doing. That we need to work. We need to wake up, work and prosper. Okay. So what effort are you applying? I'm spending so much time because I need you to understand this one, that you need to work for the income. Okay. Now let's move on. So restoration. We need restoration. So we need to do the assessment. And I'm sure by now most of you have done your self-assessment. But how much time do we spend doing Max business? I did a survey about 2 months ago. I asked all the leaders who are platinums and above how much time they spend, who are making good money, right? And some of them averagely, they spend about 6 hours a day doing business. 6 hours a day doing Max business. Now, most of these are full-timers. But how much time do you spend doing Max business? How much time? How much time do you spend doing Max business? Okay, and this is where in the beginning we must take this business like a business. So look, you need to be fair to yourself. How much time do you spend at your workplace? How many hours do you do in a week? You do 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week. What is the income you make? You do 40 hours a week to make that income. Now, at Max International, say you want to make the same income you make at your workplace. How many hours? No, you want to do 10, so you want to do a week in Max business. It doesn't make sense, and this is where you must be realistic. This is not free. This is not a fan club. This is do the work. So my advice is that take Max as your second job. Okay, most of us on this call have folks in the US, Europe, 2 jobs. Okay, having a second job is nothing new to someone like me because I was a medical doctor. I used to work 2 jobs. Sometimes I have 3 jobs. Okay, so use that Max extra work and do that work. Okay, you do that on your free time. How much work are you doing? What is work? Work is not posting pictures on social media. Work is when you make appointments, meet people, discuss business with them, and you get them to sign up and you commission. Okay, so how much results? What's the results you are getting? So first of all, how much time, how much work, and then what's the result? Okay, so your result will definitely be tied into the effort you apply, the time you apply, and then you get the result. So you're not getting paid. That you are not getting any results. You're not closing any deals. That's what it is. So instead of saying I'm not getting paid, say that I'm closing any business. And then that will tell you when you say I'm not getting paid, you shift. Once you frame it differently, we're not closing deals, then we're not getting sign-ups. Then it shifts. It puts in a neutral place. Why are sign-ups? Okay, I'm not talking to enough people. I'm talking to them the wrong way. Or I'm not meeting them. I'm rather inviting them to come to the office instead of me going to them. Right? So then again, how many of these people are you meeting? You have a close rate. I mean, a success rate. Your success rate is 20%. If you meet 20 people, 2 sign up. No, let's say 10%. If it's 10%, you meet 20, 1 will sign up. Great. Are we back? Can you hear me, please? Okay, give me a minute. Let me set the screen. So basically, you need to reframe it. Reframe it to why are we not getting paid? Because we're not closing the deals, and you have a close rate where if you meet 10 people, says your close rate is 10%, 1 will join you. having some difficulty sharing my screen. Just give me a few minutes to go through. Yes, I'm trying to share my screen. Give me a few minutes. Technology. Okay, guys, you are back. So can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a wire, please. Great. Okay, that's cool. And can you see? Okay. So once we reframe it to, I am not getting the deals done. Then you start working. Why am I not getting the deals? Not seeing enough people, right? So let's move on quickly, right? So we need to start planning. And I've realized that when I come to the office, all the office people say they're doing grind day. People sit at the office the whole day. They're making calls, like making calls. They're calling people to come to the office, or they're calling downlines to do work. My dear friends, I've done random. A lot of people are not working. They're not working, and the work is that you need to schedule appointments. Don't, and I'll talk about it. You see, if you want to get out of the woods, do not wait for the mountain to come to you. Go to the mountain. So I always ask people, let me see your calendar. 3 days ago, I had 3 appointments in a day. So those of us who are full timers, those of us who are not working, okay, you are free. Don't come and sit at the office and do calls. No. Go to the people's offices and talk to them. Call and say, I know you're very busy, right? But I need 15 minutes or 10 minutes of your lunch time. I'm coming to show you something. And go. Dress up. If your workplace, dress decently. Nice haircut, nice perfume. You want your trousers, your jacket. Go to them, sit down with them, and talk to them. People are busy. And I've had people don't, like, when companies are prospecting me, they don't ask me to come to their office, so they come to me. So and I'm telling you, when I started the business, I did not ask people to come. I went to them. All my leaders who I signed up, I went to them. My clients, I went to them. My preferred customers, I went to them. You got to go to them. You don't sit down and say. So you need to plot your calendar, have a reminder, and then do justice. Okay. Now let's talk about the management problem quickly. The management problem. A lot of people are in management mode. As soon as people get their 5, they start managing them. There's a high tendency to go into management mode. A lot of people want to do impartation, not work. A lot of people want to be teachers. They don't want to work. They want to teach people to do the work. My brother, my sister, look, people are bronzes prime one earners, senior, so they have 2 people and they are managing them. They call them to do what they have to do. People want to be motivational speakers, Facebook, every day they are posting, they have memes. All that is nice. Yes, I agree. All that is nice. But at the end of the day, are you working? That's the problem. People have been senior associate from last year for the past 8 months. And what are you doing? I'm managing my 5. They are at the office calling their 5 people, to confirm for their 5 people's guests, calling their 5 people to do auto ship. That's what you are doing. It is crazy. It is crazy. Who said you need 5 people to go to Crown Diamond? No. Where Diamonds, how many people they have brought in? You understand? So we need to management. Stop the management and let's start working. You're not here to lecture people. You are here to work. At the end of the day, it is what happens at your back office that matters. Okay. So don't. Some of us, and it's very easy. It's very easy to forget yourself. People are doing FCC call. Yeah, all that is good. I'm not saying don't do those. Yes, you need to do those, but you need to have a team before you can even manage them. And you see, there are people higher up who are doing the management for you. Diamonds, platinums are helping with the team activities. They are doing all those things. It is great when you are a bronze, silver, and one. And when we were bronzes, Charlie, we're just recruiting people. We're recruiting. Bring in new people to business. So that tendency to laugh, people are managing the woods. They are in the woods managing things in the woods. You are managing, and it's. How many people have you enrolled in the past 3 months? How many people have you enrolled this year? How many? You need to write it down on a paper, right? How many have you enrolled? So what have you been doing every day? You're on Facebook, you're on your WhatsApp groups, you're on Instagram, you are popping, you are flashing, you are swagging. What have you done? No, you see, all these things don't matter if you're not getting paid for it. You understand? How do you get paid? It's when you convert those activities into successful transactions. Okay? So don't get 5 and manage. It doesn't work. And look, when you brought in 5 and you're okay, you bring in 5, 4 might die off, 1 is staying. You bring 5 again, 2 might be okay, the rest might leave. It takes a while to even get your 5 strong people who are going to build like you. Okay, so most people start teaching and doing things and they don't work. Okay, so by all means, do all these other activities. I'm 100% for it, but you must do the work. What is the work? Bringing in people, right? So that is the same problem. I go to the office, they are grinding. Some people, you see, when I came to Max, right, initially, we had people who were always at the office, sitting there. Some of them would sit there all day and do calls, 2 calls. Some people would sit there and wait for walk-ins. We used to have a lot of walk-ins because it was a new office. No. What's happening? Some people just walk in and say, I want to find out what's happening here, and they'll grab the walk-ins. And one time, people asked me this question: why don't you come to the office? And I asked them, but the people are out of the office. The prospects are out there. Why should I be sitting here? So some of us were traveling around from Tema to Pram to Kaswa to Weja to here to there, talking to people. We come to you, oh boss. We're coming to you. We are coming to you. We are coming with the products. Some of you are going to do one-on-ones and you don't have products on you. Come on, are you serious? They want the products and you're not going to talk long story, come and pay this. No, you want the products, I give it to you, give me the cash, I register you, and then I take the products back and add it to my stock. You see, so stop the grinding and go out there and meet people. People say the master, and this is, please listen to me. Stop that. The people won't come to you at the office. They are busy. They won't come to you. They are at work. Unless, of course, you are looking for the unemployed people who are at home doing nothing. But people who are busy at work don't have time to be coming to the office 8, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, 1, 2, 3. All right. So, unless they are entrepreneurs, trust me, if you want your clients, go to them. Call them and ask them, when can I come over? I need to show you something. And then give them the 2-time options and then go to them. If you have friends who are employed, ask them, when is your lunch time? I need just 10 minutes of your time. I want to show you something. Go to them. Once the person sees the value, the results will come to you. But until then, they don't know why you're inviting them. And plus, they've heard other things that, oh, this man. And that is, we need to learn to do the presentation. If you're on this call and you've had some education, they cannot present a business, I say shame on you. I mean, if you've gone through college, you have a university degree, you cannot sit someone and say that, bring one, get 52 Ghana cedis, bring one, get 105. Then, my brother, what are we doing here? You need to be able to present. So stop being a coward and come out and present and tell them that you bring 5 people the order, you make 200 Ghana cedis level 1 prime bonus. It's easy. And then show them the team bonus. Don't go and start talking 840 Ghana cedis. Show them the bottom 168,000 Ghana cedis, and their eyes will spark. Speak with conviction. Then, if you are going to the call your upline and tell your upline that I'll be meeting somebody. Once I'm done, I will need a third-party call. Call your upline, and your upline speak to that client. This strategy works, but don't sit at some list of people. They don't have money. Some of them money to pick money for Uber. Then you call them Monday, they refuse you. You call them Wednesday, they refuse you. You call them Friday, they repeat it next week. You do that for 4 weeks. No sign up and say, I'm grinding. What is the grinding for? What are you grinding? Is it pepper or ginger? So my friends, listen, you need to get up, dress up, and sometimes you need to do 2-2. So you and your teammates, okay, the 2 of you can go and visit one of your, call your process. Your process is working at Barclays or Star Life or wherever. Call them and say, I know you are busy. I want to show you a business, but just give me 10 minutes of your lunchtime. When can I come? Be there before lunch is even. So you are posted at the door like a tax collector. You are waiting for them. Once they give you the time, you and your friend will then talk to them together. And don't waste time. Do not waste time. So let business in 5 minutes. Okay, so stop sitting at the office and calling people. They won't come because you know what? People call me and I never go. There's a company that, and let me tell you something. When you go and talk with conviction, people will believe you. There's a company that was calling me. They've been calling me for the past 3 years. Eventually, I will say I won't go. They say they want a meeting. I say I won't give you. Eventually, one of my friends called me and said that, Dr. Wiredu, give them a listening ear. So they came and I said, you know what? They came to make a sales pitch. I told them before the presentation, I said, look, before they even came, I said, look, I will not buy. I won't buy. I won't buy. They say, don't worry. We just want to share information with you. And the way they were insistent. So I said, okay. When they came, I welcomed them home and I said, I am not going to buy. I was so dead sure. They said, don't worry. We just want to share information with you. I'm telling you, by the first 2 minutes, I had changed my mind. So sometimes your prospects won't come to the office. They won't come. Go to them. Go to them. Dr. Kofi used to go out to people in their offices to present. We used to all do it, okay? There was a time that Dr. Albert drove all the way from here to Agona Swedru to present to someone. Because the person, and there was only one office, the East Legon office. There was no other office. There was no presentations. He drove there and then presented and signed the people, okay? And then there's a team grown out of that. So some of you on this call are not willing to do what we did. Don't look at us now. Don't look at us now. If you want to, don't look at us now because we've all evolved. Look, go back into the archives and find out from us how we were doing our business. It was some of hard work, brutal hard work. So don't calling downlines. Bring in new people. It is easier to have a new child than to resurrect a dead child. So in new people. Bring in new people. We've optimized systems. We have trainings. We have recorded trainings. We have WhatsApp. Some people are just asleep in the woods. And if your team is asleep in the woods and they don't want to be woken up, some of them have buried themselves under the sand. You know. So this is not a time to be wasting your energy on those people. Bring in new people. And I'm bringing in new people. I'm signing new people. So get up and do the work. Now, go to them if they won't come to you. That's what I'm trying to say. Go to them if they won't come to you. People are not willing to come to the office. They are busy. Yes, go to them. Go to them. Go to them. You know, go to them. To them. Go to them. It's very important. At least 6 appointments every week. Look, if you want to get out of the woods, you must have 6 appointments every week. I'm not talking about bringing them to the max office. 6 appointments every week. You can do it 2 appointments in a day. All right. So make that list, and you're make a list. You make a list of people who have purchasing power. Purchasing power are complaining. You see, yes, the person is broke. Do they want to change their situation? Business, they understand business, or people who have the right mindset and go to them. Okay, call them and go to them. That look, my brother, I have a business I want to share with you, but I know you are very busy. So to come, When are you going to be free? I can meet you as soon as you close. I can even meet around your office, or I can meet you during your lunch break. When would you want me to meet you? Schedule the day. Call them the day before and meet them. You see, do 6 appointments a week, and I'm telling you that your change. Bring these people in, right? And you can this is how you start working. Charlie, some of us have had meetings. We travel. Look, Dr. KOA is always going here and there. He's doing a lot of work. And you see, some of us, we are not doing anything. Come inside the office and do grind day. It doesn't work. Go out there. The people are out there. Go to them. Meet them at their convenience. Yes. This is what you have to do to acquire new business partners. You go to them. 6 appointments every week. Bring in at least 2 new partners each month. If you want to have your business to have acceleration, you need to start bringing in 2 new partners every month. And then when you do it, you show the team you've done it, and the team will copy you. So stop being a teacher, stop being a motivational speaker, stop being this, stop being that, and start working. Work. Do the work. Once you do the work, the pay will come. So don't say we are not getting paid. Do the work. Let me show you something. Duplication. Our business is duplication. Okay. In network marketing, the idea is not for you to bring in 100 people by yourself. People usually ask me, how many people do I need to bring in to make money? It's not about how many people you bring in to make money. It's how many right people you bring in who can bring in other people. So it's duplication. And I know all of you understand this, but I want to share something with you. Okay. Oh, my screen isn't okay. I want to share something with you. If you cannot see the bottom, just scroll your screen up a bit. So you join Max International. Let's say you join Max International business over 1 year. All right. I want to show you the potential. If you are with me, give me a Y. Please give me a Y. Give me a Y if you are with me. I need your attention right now. Thank you. Good. Let's go. So all I'm saying is that find 2 people. 2. If you can find 2 people in this 6 billion people population world, 2 people who understand, 2 people who appreciate, 2 people who share the vision with you, 2 people who want to make money, 2 people, keke. Put 1 on your left, 1 on your right. 2. Forget about Prime, forget about 5, forget about all those things for now. Let's just do 2. Now, teach them that all they have to do is to also bring 2. Then they will teach their 2 to bring 2. So we are doing 2 by 2 duplication. So you bring your 2, 1 left, 1 right. They bring their 2, right? That'll be left, right. That'll be your 2 here. Who also bring 2? So 4, 8, 16, 32. So we see January they bring 1. You bring 1. February the 1 will bring 2. March they bring 4. April they bring 8. May 16. June 32. July 64 people. You see, by August these people would have brought in their 2 to 128. September 512. By October 1024. November 2000. December 4,000. If you add all the cumulative number of people who should have been brought into the businesses, 7,000, almost 8,000 left, 8,000. So about 16,000 team. If everybody just brought 2 people, see how easy it is. If we can all understand this. Reality is that this will not happen. It won't happen in reality because somebody will not bring their 2. They will join and quit. Somebody will not believe this is true. For them, life is supposed to be hard. You must suffer to make money. This idea of bringing 2 by 2, so we have a team of 16,000 people doing business. So people will slack. But let's look at something more realistic. Let's look at something realistic. Now, are you aware that the Makola pass rate was 7%? The law school, the pass rate was 7%, which was very bad. There was even a demonstration. Okay, so that is a very bad pass rate. Elsewhere, the pass rate is averagely 60%. You know, so pass rate of 7% is very bad. It's called for a demonstration. Let us do half of that. Say we are going to achieve 3 3.5% of this target. So try to build a team 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and by December next year, achieve 3.5%. Half of the law school pass rate. Half of, and let's see what we get. So we are expecting that total people at the end of the 12 months will be 7,000, almost 8,000 on your left, 8,000 on your right. This is where I want you to pay attention to me. Okay, good. Now, we are assuming that we'll have a pass rate of 3.5%, which is like if you have 3.5% in any exam in school, you would have failed, right? The bar exam was 7%. We have half of that. That means that at the end of the 12 months, you would have had a team of about, say, 600 people or 500 people. So you have 277. That is 3.5% of this is 277. So in reality, you get 277 people on your left, 277 people who are doing autoship. So try and duplicate, but 3.5% active people on your left and on your right. Now, if this 277, if they are doing 100 PV autoships, we are getting 277 times 100, which is 27,700. Now you see this volume. This volume is a gold associate getting close to platinum. Now also, because you're doing 2 by 2, your 2 people would have become bronzes, okay? They would have passed bronze. So that will also meet your qualification of 1 bronze for silver, 2 bronze for gold. So here you are being paid as a gold associate. So you make all the commission, right? So here you are earning 10% of this times 4.2. So you'll be a gold associate making 11,635 Ghana cedis team bonus. All right, and you mark check on 2 enrollment teams. Please, do you get me, or should I go over? If you get me, give me a G. Give me a G. Give me a G. Great. All right. So you guys get me. You guys get me. My dear friends, this is as easy can be. So the question is, how many of us on this call have found 2 people who are like us? 2 people. 2 people who just bring 2 people. The problem is that the human people find it hard to assimilate it. Like, it can't go in our mind. We can't get our minds around it that life can be so easy. Why? Because we are used to struggle, hardship, pain, poverty, not having. That is network marketing. Have you questioned how they get all that money to pay the footballers? Some of them earn incredible money every week. It's insane. You are okay with that, but you're not okay with this. The law pass rate is 7%. Let's do half of that. If you do half of that, let me go over it again. If you do 2 by 2 by 2, cumulatively in 12 months, ideally, you have about 8,000 people left, 8,000 right. That will not happen in reality. It won't happen. So let's do half of the law school pass rate, 3.5%. You end up with 277 people left, the same right. And see, my brother, my sister, what I'm telling you, it has been done before, several times. People have gone gold in 1 month in March before. Yes. So Albert did it. People have gone diamond in 7 months in March before. So what I'm telling you is done before. It's not theory. It's not things that we're about to test. It's real, right? And if you have these people doing auto ship, this is the auto shipping people. You are making 11,000. So why is this not happening in your organization? Why? Because there's no duplication. You are not bringing in people. But you see, how do you get these 2 people? That's the problem. It may take you a while because you may bring in 2 people who will sign up and not do anything the following month. So you need to keep keep bringing in people. So stop doing the management. Stop managing people. Some people we are not even, all the people are managing are asleep. You are doing sleep management. They are asleep. Wake up and go and bring in people. People who want to make money. People who have that spark in their eyes. Like they are wild. They want to make some money. Bring those people in, okay? So what's the target? The target for you is that you want to have 6 appointments every week. Yes, I'm not saying boycott the BOMs. To invite some people, you want them to come to the office. Yes, but you need to start working on your own. Go out there and meet people. Work in groups. Sometimes 2 of you should do maybe 2 of you can have your and the two of you go and do it. And once you are done, call somebody else. Let that person do that third party call for you, right? Even sometimes this thing I learned is that you can have somebody call the person once you meet and say that you thank them. Like for example, you are going to meet your clients, your prospect who is, let's say, at work at one company somewhere. Once you get there, another person can call and then talk to the person that, oh, thank you for making time to meet as business partner. We appreciate, we just want you to give him some, listen to him. Once we are done, I'll call you back again. So you just present to the person quickly and then the other person will call and do the close for you. That can be done. So we need to evolve. The old ways of doing business, if it's not working for you, you have to change. Okay, so what's the target? You need to set your targets. Your target is that you want to get out of the woods by the next 3, 4, 5 months. You need to bring in 10 new associates by the next 3, 4, 5 months. You need to bring in at least 2 people every single month. If you did this by a year, you'd have brought in 12 people. And if a third of them decide to duplicate with you, that's your business going right there. Now, mind you, we've not even signed 100,000 people in Ghana. We've not even signed 50,000 people in Ghana. We have not signed 30,000 people in Ghana. Yes. So there are so many people out there that we can bring into the business. All right. So we must understand that things take time. That's why we did the compound effect. Things take time. So you need to build, right? Some people don't understand building, so they want it now. They want it now. Yes, if you want it now, you should have started working 2 years ago. So if you want it now, start working on it, and then you get it tomorrow. But if you don't understand this principle, then and then success loves speed. We need to work fast. There's no dulling. Once you are in the business, start working very fast. Okay, success loves speed. So rebuilding your team, we need to rebuild our teams by bringing in new people. New people will help us rebuild our teams. Sometimes old people are asleep in the woods, Some of them have given up on their dreams. Some of them, some people too are just at a difficult time in their lives. The time is not right. They are dealing with other things, okay? So you cannot be pestering them. Some people are dealing with some situations. There are major life events happening. Some people have kids, new babies they are raising. So they don't have the time, okay, with all due respect. So you cannot be on these same people and they don't have the time. Give them space. Go and bring new people. So to rebuild your team, the number one important thing to do is bringing in new people. If you're not bringing in new people, you're not growing. So let's stop management. Some of us still feel like we have done our part. My brother, my sister, what part have you done? You've done your part, saying the last time I checked, Bill Gates is still working. Mark Zuckerberg is still working. Elon Musk is still working. Sorry, Jack Ma is still doing business, right? Even though he had a retirement party, he's still engaged. So if you are not there yet, it's just a couple of months, a year or two in business, and you want to go and sleep. It doesn't work anywhere. So we need to get up and rebuild our businesses. Now, we need to find the right people. The right people who have the right need. Either they understand that they want to build an extra income source. That understanding must be there. Some people don't. If we bring them to Marks, but really they don't even know why they are in Marks. It's like they don't understand. If you understand that you're here to build an income source, you treat it as a business. You have the right attitude. People who understand business know that there'll be ups and downs. You don't go when there's a down. Because if you go, you never have the up. If you are here and you've made a commission before, you know that it works. Right? The right mindset. You have the right mindset and see that this is a business, not a fan club, not a show up when you want. It's a business. You commit to it, you do the time, and you get a pay. They must have the right zeal. You need people who are zealous. Some people, they are dull. They are dull. There is no light in their eyes. There is no vim. There is no energy. There is no presence. There is no vigor. You need to have people who people who, when they enter the room, there is this magnetism around them. You understand? Find those people, right, and bring them to the business. And then enroll more, manage less. Enroll more, manage less. Enroll more, manage less. Management is trying to achieve things through other people. Now, if those other people are not willing to achieve the thing, go and bring in people, right? So, enroll more, manage less. I think this is the key thing I want to do. Then social media. The company is evolving. Times are changing. it's important that you build your credibility on social media. And this, I'll just say it like this. I'm not going to talk too much on it. But one thing is that, okay, I went around and I realized that some associates are saying that they are not going to be posting. When they post on social media, they will not post about, they won't mention marks, all right? They are promoting themselves. I respect it. By all means, promote yourself. But let me ask you a question. Say you go to church, right? Or let's say you go for an event or a social gathering, or you know someone or one of your neighbors, he's doing so well, you know, or you go to check, there's this guy who always, he drives a nice car, maybe he drives an Escalade or a Land Cruiser or a Porsche, you know, or a Range Rover. Every time he comes, he and his family are looking good, you know. You can tell the man is wealthy. How many of you will have confidence to walk up to him and say, "Boss, I can see that you are doing good in life. Like you have a range, your wife is looking nice, your kids are okay. I want to know how you make your money." Please, how many of you can walk up and ask this question? How many of you? You know how in Ghana people don't talk about their business, even in the same company, you can't even know your boss's income, right? So, how many of you can walk up to people and ask them, "I want to know how you make your money"? I mean, it will be a bit intrusive, right? A lot of you, oh, come on. Some of you cannot even walk up and say, "Hello, my name is Bright Wiredu. Hello." When I even see, even prospecting, I can't even do it. Much more walk up to someone and say, "I want to know how much money you make." They don't mind. So, let me bring it to you. Usually, you cannot walk up to people and ask them, "I want to know what you do to make money," right? So, the problem is that when you decide to brand yourself on social media without letting people know that you are inviting them to ask you about your business, it costs 90. A lot of people will see that you are living life good. A lot of them will. So some of us will be dressing up nicely, wearing nice suits, big money moves. You are a boss lady. But the people who are on social media, unless you are chasing them, you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 friends. So far, so good. They are watching you, but they are afraid to come and ask you, "How do you make money?" Because they don't know how you make money. Whether you have a sponsor, whether you are doing drugs, whether you are faking it. But some way, somehow, you need to be able to identify yourself that you are a business person and you are inviting people to come and ask you about business. I hope this makes sense to you. So when you brand yourself, people say that they are branding. When you are branding yourself, what are you branding yourself for? That is the point. If you are a full-time person, or let's say Max is your bread and your butter, what are you branding yourself for? You are branding yourself and you're hoping that people will inbox and ask you about business. They are shy. They think it's rude to ask you how you make money because they don't know how you make money. So you need to throw an invitation, right? And you also need to identify yourself. Which team are you playing for? Mind you, there are so many teams right now. You have other companies that are also following us and they are aggressively promoting themselves. Social media presence is key. Companies are paying people to tag them and promote them. Companies are paying influencers. So when people say that I don't want to post about Max, my brother, my sister, I'm wondering why. Because you are selling a product and you don't want to market it. You've got to pay for a billboard. So it's a billboard in town. Maybe you are Samsung. You're going to pay for a billboard, and then you say that you've paid a lot of money for the billboard. That is a big billboard at the Accra Mall, and you've put a phone there, but you are not saying the phone. And you mention a Samsung. You mention it's a Note 10. So what is the point? I hope you understand me. Advertising, promotion, there should be recognition. Something must be consistent. So if you keep branding yourself, if you're a boss lady and you're always taking pictures, nice pictures, showing lifestyle, but you don't say anything, people are not going to come to you to ask you how you make money. For all they care, you have a sponsor who is sponsoring you, or maybe you're a slave queen, or if you're a gentleman, you are either faking it or you are. So you need to show that you're an entrepreneur. How do you show people you're an entrepreneur? And which entrepreneur? Because there are other companies out there who are also promoting them. You understand? So how do you identify that you are with Max? How do you also show that you want people to come to you to join your business? That's the most important I want to say here. So there's something called the jab punch, right? So social media, I have taken a professional course in social media management, and I don't know about you or others, but I hear that there's some conflicting information out there. At the end of the day, I can tell you this, that if you are not promoting your business on social media, you are dying, because the company is increasingly becoming, the market is evolving, and we are going to open different countries. Like I said before, your CV is on social media. Your CV is on Instagram. You're going to recruit makeup artists, right? And they will check you out. Oh, they'll check you out, and they realize that you yourself now you don't wear makeup. Your Instagram page, fala pictures. You don't have any professionally taking picture where anybody. In fact, you've not even had a professional makeup artist do your makeup for you before. So this will be a problem for you. Then you're not also tagging yourself. So it's like you don't, they don't know which team you are playing for. Imagine we are going to have a World Cup, and then your country people say they don't wear the jersey. They wear anything they want. We get confused. Which team are you playing for? So you need to identify the team you are playing for and promote yourself and promote the team as well, right? So social media is so important that corporate itself now actually this week customer service, the ambassador are promoting yourself. The one that is supposed to pay the commission, you are hiding your face and saying that you want to business. You don't want to tag yourself, Max. Hey, Joe, are you serious? So if you keep at it, you will make money. Right, because I get people calling me, people hating me on Instagram from the USA, telling me they want to join Max International, because you can see that they can see that I have been consistent. So showcase your lifestyle, right, and then tag yourself. Let people know that's what you do. I'm not saying every day Max, but at least once a week, show people that you are working. You understand? Put a quote up. Do some part. You must show that is your identity. That is what you do, right? Unless of course there's a conflict. Maybe you are working, there are rules or something. But especially for those who have no other business. I mean, this is your bread and butter. This is where you get your bread from. You should do it. Okay, so you need to start branding yourself well. I mean, those of us here who haven't had professional pictures taken, this is where you want to start branding yourself. It's very important. It's very important. We need to do this, okay? So I won't say much here. So check items is one. Less management, enroll more. Understand that things take time. There should be active duplication in your team. These are the most important. Make appointments and meet appointments. Stop if the people you are calling the people and they're not coming for the meetings. Go to them. Go to them. Go to them. Do not wait for them. And you have what it takes to make the difference. You have what it takes to make the difference. So my saying is that decide now and make that difference. Decide now and make that difference. All right. So to get out of the woods, we all need to get back and start doing the work. Hard work works. Hard work works. Okay. So I've taken a lot of time on this call, so I'll bring it to an end. Okay. So on that note, I say thank you so much for joining this call. All right. So God bless all of you. I wish you all well. Okay. All right. Bye bye.